What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Dust Raiders. This is kind of like a role-playing, adjacent, open-world strategy sandbox where you are the leader of a post-apocalyptic caravan that does sandboxy missions and tries to chase down a main narrative along the way. The progression in this game features almost entirely upgrades to, like, your vehicles, and so there's not really, like, there are characters in this game, and you can assign them as pilots inside your different vehicles, but really a lot of the ways that you develop over the course of the game are just going to be you upgrading your various vehicles that are a part of your overall caravan. Today we're going to take a look at the game for about 30 minutes. We're going to see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list, or if it's one of those games you would rather not play. That's perfectly fine too. I'll have a link for you down below in the description. During the next 30 minutes I'll also try to give you my thoughts about this game, the things that I like, the things that I don't like as we cruise along through it, so that you can make an educated decision as to whether or not this deserves a spot inside of your Steam library. So those links are down below, along with a bunch of other Nerd Castle ones. I've gotten about 2 hours into the game, so we're just going to load up a save here, and then we'll play around with it. Okay, so here we are in the Wasteland. As mentioned, this is a game about a post-apocalyptic caravan. You can use your caravan to do whatever Road Warrior-style Mad Max stuff you want to do. If you want to get in a lot of fights, go get in a lot of fights and blow up a bunch of enemies. I think the game has a very unique combat system that you'll no doubt be seeing before too long. Or you can trade. You can just move things in between hubs if you want to earn money. That way you can get upgrades and get stronger. Right now I'm currently trying to unlock... There's some kind of pleasure town or something that exists up to the northeast, and I'm trying to unlock it by getting enough alcohol that I can bribe them to let me in the front door, but thus far I have not been successful. There's also missions inside each of these locations. There will also be points of interest that you can check out, just in case you wanted to see if you can try to get some free loot. But in the UI, things you need to be aware of. Top left-hand corner, we've got what day it is. We've got the fuel meter. That's going to be incredibly important, because running out of fuel in this game is a super bad thing. You do not want to run out of fuel inside Dust Raiders. We've also got the durability of our caravan. That's like kind of the combined HP of everything inside my caravan. Right now, I've got a Rhino, which is kind of like, I don't know, dude, a lead-weighted, I don't know, dune buggy that focuses on ramming people. It's got like little spears and like little wedges and stuff like that. It's employing BattleBot strategies. You know, it was inevitable that as BattleBots went along, we would no longer have any cool robots that were fun to watch. We would just have like spinners and wedges for the rest of our lives. And the Rhino took that to heart. I also have this cruiser back here that I haven't picked up a pilot for yet, that I could put into my overall rotation if we went into a garage. So you can have upwards of 3 vehicles while you're cruising through this game. They've got different equipment slots, different armor ratings, different pilots that basically give them perks that change the way that you perform on the overworld map or the way that you perform in combat. Be forewarned, if your units die in this game, this is a permadeath game. So like if this Rhino gets blown up in combat, he's just gone. So try to protect your units the best that you possibly can. The refinery right here, this is my home base, actually. Everything is free here. So I'm just going to refuel real fast. That way we're all ready to rock. And then I think we just need to get back out on the road. There's a place down here to the southwest that produces alcohol, so I'm hoping that they have 1 alcohol available for me to purchase. That way I can buy my way into Pleasure Town. We'll probably check for jobs while we're over here, too. They do have it. Okay, I will buy 1 alcohol from you, please. Give me that alcohol right there. All right, I got my alcohol. Let's check for jobs real quick. So I've got 2 jobs at the moment. They want me to take a medium crate to boiler, and that pays pretty well. There's also an enemy over here that's going to be troublesome. I'll take both of those jobs, actually, so that we have a little bit of something to focus on while we're headed back across the Wasteland. Which place is boiler? To the southeast? Okay, and there's our little raider over here that we've got to deal with. Let's go take a look at him and see if we can get this thing done. The gang has launched numerous assaults on the Enclave's gates and fortifications. They've destroyed nearby crops and kidnapped people. Every time the locals try to catch them, they fled into the Wasteland only to return a week or 2 later. You've been hired to deal with them once and for all. Now you see them revving their engines, probably preparing for another attack. This is the perfect chance to wipe them out for good. Hell yeah! We go! We fight! Alright, so we've got 3 of them over here. I'm going to swing down to the south and try to trap this guy in. We may trip over each other a little bit here. Actually, you go in right there. Just move on back. Combat in this game is real time. Move down this way and get behind this guy. You have special abilities on each of your vehicles. I'm going to side slam him real quick. And then once he's in position right here, we are going to ram him from behind as well. There we go. All right, keep focusing fire on him. You move up. Don't let him run away. Stay on him. You're my outrunner. Right here, we're going to launch missiles at this guy. Unfortunately, that was a complete and total miss, but it's all right. He lined himself up to get smashed right there, so I'll take that. You focus on him. You come back around this way while DPSing him, and then DPS this guy. Oh, he does not want to get rammed right now. Okay, go ahead and ram him real fast. There we go. Get a little bit of extra damage on him. Just keep firing. There's not really too much to worry about. Maybe ram him out of the way too. Oh, there's more of them coming. Okay, we're going to need to get a little bit hyped up here. Oh, he's spinning out right now. That's not great. Okay, finish him off real fast so that we've got less contacts. All right, less contacts accomplished. You fire at him while rotating around him. You get in behind him, and then we're going to go for a W smash right there. Good stuff. And then you're going to ram him from this way. And down he goes. I love the explosive effects in this game, man. Say what you will about this title, but this is a... Oh, my God. Don't run into the... Okay, everybody over here. You want to get out of the way of that barricade that's coming, please. Yeah, he wants to get out of the way of that barricade, too. You keep firing at him. Man, he's racing around. These guys are way faster than I am. Run him down. Good stuff. And another one bites the dust. I found combat in this game to be very, very pulse-pounding, and it's rare that in an RPG nowadays we actually get ourselves, like, real-time combat. Like, sure, there's push-pause, and technically it's turn-based combat. If you look behind the presentation, you'll notice that while you're playing the game is when you give an order for somebody to move, it takes them, like, 1 second to execute that. That's because technically it's iterating a turn-based gameplay behind the scenes, but the way that they've got it presented into real-time actually feels very good and very satisfying. That's one mission down. Let's go ahead and collect our paycheck real fast. Let's go to the job board, and that one's done. So that's 88 bucks that we didn't have before. The storyline in this game, the main storyline anyways, a very simple quest for revenge. So our refinery got hit by bandits. They wiped out everybody that lived there, killed all of our friends except for one. And so now we're taking out to the Wastelands to build up just a ridiculous battle train of vehicles to wipe out everything that gets in our way. I am going to go to the garage because I would like to get the cruiser up and running, I think. I don't know if I have a weapon for the cruiser. I don't want to give him a tier 1 weapon because there's tier 2 weapons across town that I could potentially give to him. I will get the scythes, though, I think. So I'll take the scythes. And what does he have as an equipment slot? Give him scythes. And everything that you equip on your vehicle does change the way that your vehicle looks. So look at my roamer right now. If I take the armor off of it, all the armor plating disappears. And so that's one of those cool details that I really enjoy about the game. Like, I was led to believe, I've been following this game for a bit, and it was supposed to be more complex than it is right now. It was supposed to be a game where you could swap out, like, every door hinge, and you could, like, swap out, you know, various piston assemblies, and you could swap out, like, your wheels for different types of wheels that would give you different levels of performance. But I think the development team ran into money problems or something and had to, like, cut back seriously on what they were able to accomplish. But it's still a fun little streamlined game. Like, it's enjoyable. It's not as complex as I would like it to be, but it is still fun. We'll take him out until we can get him fully equipped. We will then jump out of the enclave real fast, and we'll drive off this direction. There are events that can happen to you on the road, but I have a radar on my roamer that makes it so you don't really get random events, and so we're probably not going to see those here today. I found that getting an event like every 30 seconds while I was trucking across the waste got, like, I don't know, I'm very, very goal-oriented when I play games like this, and so it gets in the way of me feeling like I'm accomplishing something. Let's run this package down to Boiler. Occasionally there will be nodes that you can find around that you can harvest, but I've already harvested everything over here. Only the quick thinking of your Caravan driver saves you from a massive pileup. You were speeding, like really speeding, down a stretch of sandy but firm road that shaved off time and saved precious gas. If not for that road, you'd be slogging through deep sand right now, but it's all meaningless. You're face to face with a gang. Okay, racing along, you thought it was just a pile of wrecks ahead, but it turns out it's a hawker camp. Their battered vehicles suggest they recently got their asses handed to them, and they're armed and dumb enough to fight. A few are already scrambling to their still functioning rigs and ready to brawl. Yeah, we can fight them. That's fine. I don't care about it. You rock up on this guy right here. Let's get him pinned up against the wall about as fast as we possibly can. Go ahead and ram him for me, would you? You got those new spikes, so, like, might as well put him to use. You start flamethrowering him. And then give him a ram, see if you can move him forward. We did not move him forward, but he's not feeling great right now. Everybody position. Stay on him. And as soon as these cooldowns come back up, ram him. You come down to here, and then give it to him right there, and straight on through, and down he goes. You get the hell out of the way. If they're red, it means they kill you instantly. If they're yellow, it means they damage you. And so there's going to be like obstructions and things that come up on the road from time to time. We needed to drop that package off in Boiler. So that's another 73 bucks that we got ourselves fitted up with. I need to take these to all-inclusive. I don't think I have any chemicals right now inside my cargo. Oh, I do have chemicals inside my cargo. Okay, well, I'll take that job, and then I'll just claim the reward. You can take my chemicals right now. I assume that I got them as loot. They do have a trading interface in this game. You can buy high, or I'm sorry, you can buy low, sell high. That's really the goal. Buying high, selling low sounds like what I do with my portfolio in real life. Anything that I touch, man, I should post that on the internet so you guys know what not to do. You guys can just mock me mercilessly. But anyways, I've got some stuff to sell here. I could probably sell off the waste. It's not really worth anything, but it's taking up inventory space right now. I want to keep the scrap because I'm trying to rebuild a factory across the map right now. There are production facilities in this game that you can like fix, and once you fix them, they produce just like daily resources for you. Almost in the middle of the road, large steel containers stand embedded in asphalt. Long ago, someone tied hundreds of now decaying ropes to them, leading to tattered sheets of fabric. In the old days, people probably called something like this a parachute and dropped it from the sky. You have no idea why these things are here blocking the path or why nobody's bothered with them before. Even in the worst times, people roam these routes, and gangs and caravanners alike are always looking for a score. Okay, don't click this one right here. It kills one of your crew members. You focus on the scattered wreckage that's around. That'll work. It's better not to poke around unknown places, and the whole scene looks like a gang trap. Knowing your luck, the containers are mined, and somebody's counting on you being gullible. We got 5 clothing out of there. Okay, that'll work out. Let me resupply in Boiler real fast, and I'll probably just sell that clothing here because I don't think they have clothing, and anything that they don't have, they give you a premium for. There we go. We're up to 1,000 chips. Not too bad. I could take that. Get some, we can get like a Scorcher or a Ripper over here, but I'm not really that excited about it. Go to the service station real fast, repair him, and then refuel to full. And then let's take her around the horn and head north to all-inclusive. And maybe stop off in Pleasure Town, too. Plenty, I think, is what the Pleasure Town's called. And it's like one of the only places you can get chemicals from. All right, let's get in here. Hold up, we just don't let every desert bum waltz in here. Around here, it's BYOB. You don't get it? Bring your own bottle. And no, not just a bottle, a barrel. Better yet, a tanker. We're talking a sea of booze. All right. That's what I'm talking about. You're clearly somebody who gets stuff done. Come on in. I can already tell this party's going to be wild as long as your crew doesn't drown the whole supply. Irish. It's simple, or a total clusterfuck depending on how you look at it. Sawblade's gang fled east and trashed the bridge in their wake. Without the right tools and scrap, we can't do a damn thing. If you care about crossing that bridge, then you'll go to dry dock. Maybe you'll get lucky. Okay, so the bridge repair is going to cost 4 tools, and it's going to cost us 10 parts to fix the bridge. That the guy that raided and murdered all of our friends, he blew out the bridge on his way out of town. Let's refuel real quick, get a tiny little repair. What's the trader got going on over here? So the trader... We can buy chemicals for a really, really good price. Might be worth loading up on. Okay, I'll take the chemicals, sure. We might be able to flip those for a decent amount. It looks like the price on guns is pretty decent too, but I've got to pay attention to my cargo because I can only hold like 20 things. I think I needed scrap, and I think I needed something else to get the factory I was looking at back up and running. We do have a nicer truck over here called the Lifter. I'll buy that for sure. Yeah, I'll take a Lifter right now. What's an Eliminator? Is it like a sniper rifle? A range of 6? Yeah, it looks like it's kind of a hitter. Okay. He's got a does it have a special weapon slot? It does. Yeah, let's take the missile launcher. And let's take the Ripper, I guess, and then we'll strap those on there. I'm also going to need to get crew for this whole thing. Alba's a good fit because she does 25% extra special weapon damage, so I'll take her. And let's go to the garage, and the Lifter's already in. Oh, it's like a little Jeep, dude. Okay. Let's give him a Ripper. Let's give him the rocket launcher, and then we'll put her on duty right there so that we've got, like, a couple things going for us. We got like missile launchers and stuff. I did want to buy this guy that lowers my fuel consumption, but I can't really afford him right now. So we're going to have to do some jobs or something. You guys got anything for me here? Take a crate over to Boiler. I think I need to go down to Boiler to trade out those chemicals anyways, so might as well do that now. Now let's head back down to Boiler real quick. Boiler does want chemicals, so we should make a little bit of money off of this run. We drop that off, so that's 60 bucks that we didn't have, and then we'll go to the trader, and we will sell off. It looks like we made like $7 off each one of those. Not really the best flip, but since we were coming down here anyways, like, who cares? Damage received in combat, minus 25%. Damn, Kane. You got them abilities out there. All right, we'll take Kane, and I'm going to put him inside my vehicle so that I take less damage. That sounds good. You guys got any new jobs down here? The jobs refresh like every day or two, so I may have burned through all of them already, but we need to head off, and we need to drop off a couple more things up here in another town, and so we should be good. Fuel level's looking a little rough right now, though. Let me go to the service station and refuel real fast. If I can kill somebody on the way over here, that'd be nice for my finances, too. We just spent a lot of money. I think this is all-inclusive up here, and so we'll drop off those 2 crates, which should even out our money supply a little bit, and then we'll be better off. Okay, so job board. I got 2 crates for you guys. There we go. They want me to take that to Plenty, which is like right down the... It's like 5 feet away, so not really that big of a deal. Let's refuel real quick with the money that we have on us. And actually, we'll kill the enemy that's near here, and we'll drop that off in Plenty. I just need to get my cash recovered, I think. Like, I don't like my money to be below 500 bucks. I also want to test out my new vehicle. All right, let's get him. All right, boys. If you can, start shooting at him. You run interference for him. You move back. You fire the missiles. Missiles were a hit. Give me a ram right there. Okay, how does your rocket launcher work? Where can that shoot to? Shoot your rocket launcher right there. Good stuff, dude. Very, very nice. Okay, we've got some serious killing power on our hands right now. You're not ready to ram again yet? All right, stay on him. Keep sniping at him. Keep the flamethrowers on him. And are missiles back up yet? No, but our ram is up. Let's go ahead and ram this guy. There we go, that'll work. Pull back over here, because missiles should be back up pretty soon. You guys all get out of the way of that. You start firing over here, come back down here and get on him. Don't let him shoot that gap right there, and then we will ram him. Oh, we missed. Unfortunate. Okay, well, oh, he fired a mortar. That's super bad. I hate mortars. All right. I didn't realize he had a mortar on him. You fire at him. Just keep that sniper rifle good and bumping. If you've got a ram available, you do not have a ram available, but launch a missile over there. You come back down this way. What do I have available? Maybe, I don't know, stay in front of him. You move down to here. Looks like he was trying to put out an oil slick or something. Actually, no, stay where you're at. You ram right there. Okay, that'll get him out of the way a little bit. That 25% damage reduction coming through in numbers right now. I'll take that. You get up there and chase his ass down. Oh, everybody's squirrely right now. Unfortunate. Okay, move up. Fire, fire, fire. Everyone should be shooting. And he's dead. Good stuff. What did we get? We got 1 plastic. Probably won't pay for the repair costs, but like, that's life. Looks like we can investigate these vans up here. Maybe we go like the school buses or whatever. Let's go investigate the school buses. School buses, what you got for me? At first, you think it's just another hill on the steppe, but as you get closer, you realize you've stumbled upon an overgrown battlefield. At the edge, wrecks of some gang's vehicles, paint you don't recognize, stand guard. Further in, you see the yellow hulks of 6 or 7 larger vehicles, probably buses arranged in a defensive circle. Long ago, a hell of a fight went down here. Charred remains and mummified skeletons sit in the vehicles, forever screaming into the sky. Venturing deeper towards the heart of the battlefield would take time, but even from here, you can make out writing above the windshields. School bus. If kids fought off gangsters, we're glad you're not allowed to see it. Okay, let's check the gang vehicles first, I guess. Carefully, your crew scatters across the circle of wrecked cars. Even after all these years, you manage to find valuable scrap and a handful of long-dead gang members, mouths still open in silent screams. Their vehicles are shredded and torn apart by high-caliber gunfire. So these kids were packing right now. These kids were, like, Texas-approved. They came out with, like, the deagles and the chops. We got 15 scrap right there, though, which is really, really nice. I don't know how much of it I'm going to need, but let's go get our paycheck from All Inclusive. That's good. And then they need parts, too. I don't really have parts, so I don't think that's going to help out too much. But we'll repair up. And then I had a package that I deliver back down to Plenty. Let me run that real fast. Plenty did have another fight for me to investigate, so we'll take these guys out real quick. It says that they have juicy cargo. I'm always excited about juicy cargo. Fire that right there. Yeah, nailed him. All right, fall back. You fall back. You maybe come forward. That way you're not under, like, direct lines of fire. Oh, he really does not want me to get around him. Okay, we'll move over to here then. I'm gonna get around you, bro. There's no way around it. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. All right, Rhino. Side slam his ass. Perfect. One vehicle down. Get the flamethrower going on him. Give him a little bit of a little loving, touching, squeezing ram right there. I believe in you. You come down, get the flamethrower jumping on him, and if we can kill him before that comes through, I don't think we're gonna get hit with it. All right, we got one more scrap. Not really a lot to be spoken of. I still got to run some things around, so I'm gonna do that, and then we'll reconvene up by All Inclusive. Alright, so let's head up this way. I need to do a head count on what I need to repair some of these places and get them figured out. There's a little shack down there, too, that we can investigate. So this place has a box factory. So I need 6 scrap, I need 3 chemicals, and I need 4 parts in order to get this place back up and running. Do you guys have... They don't have a tinker over here, so I can't buy weapons or anything, which I would actually like to buy. I'm feeling pretty positive that we need more guns, and we need to be more nasty. But to track down the stuff for this place, let's have a little look around. How far out have I gone? I've gone to Dry Dock. What does Dry Dock sell? Dry Dock, it looks like they've got textiles and tools. Okay. You don't like mutton, but fresh meat's a luxury. Following the bleeding, you come across a fenced-off area, long-abandoned farm. Rusting metal fences and the ruins of old buildings barely hold together. All that's left is a big shack and a herd of goats grazing on scraggle grass. They seem unguarded. As you draw closer, sharpening your machetes and drooling at the thought of a feast, something feels off. Among the herd stands a massive black goat with horns like spears and eyes filled with a malicious intelligence. Scattered across the ground are gnawed skeletons alongside discarded weapons and gear. Sure, goats will eat anything, but taking down armed humans? Forget the goats, let's go for the building. As you approach the shack, the black goat charges, injuring several of your crew with its horns. You fire at the bastard, but it ducks back into the herd. You kill a few regular goats by mistake, wasting ammo. The path to the shack remains blocked. Okay, ram the herd with a vehicle. Hell yeah, you slam into the herd, killing a dozen goats in a bloody mess. The black goat dodges and counterattacks, tearing through your tires, denting doors, and ripping chunks of metal out of the vehicle. You're left with a shack of dangerous leaking chemicals, a pile of steaming goat carcasses, and a car that's destined for the junkyard. They took a little bit of damage, but we got 8 chemicals, and I needed those to fix up the factory over here. So I can live with that. We also, pathfinding this game is not super great, in case you were wondering. Sometimes your vehicle gets stuck on stuff. That's definitely something with the nav meshes that needs to be sorted out. I don't know, dude. I see that more and more as time goes along, where, like, properly configured nav meshes and, like, properly configured pathfinding seem to elude people a lot nowadays. We can get tier 2 rippers. We can get ramming grills. We can get like a nitrous burner down here. Okay. What's he got? He's got a Ripper Mark 1. I thought he had a sniper rifle on him. I thought I bought the big beefy sniper rifle for him. Okay. Give him a Ripper Mark 2, I guess. Yeah, we can grab that. And then at the trader, I need tools, but they're kind of expensive. They're a little bit pricey. Do you guys have car parts over here? I also need to buy car parts very badly. Let's repair all the damage real quick and kind of see where we're at. They want me to deliver that to all-inclusive. Probably going to be going back that way anyways. Everybody's got quests. They all need parts, so I'm guessing parts are one of those things that are difficult to come by in the Wasteland right now. How's my cargo looking? Very, very full, unfortunately. I'm going to have to offload some stuff. The good news is the goat meat was super valuable. I've almost got us down to weight right now. Let's go to the workshop real quick, and actually, no, the garage. And then I'll strap a tier 2 Ripper on him so that he's dealing considerably more damage. It's like a 25% damage increase when I swap those out. And then we'll go back to the workshop. We'll sell off the old Ripper. I don't think that I need the cruiser, so I'll sell that to get a little bit more cash too. And then from there, I think I just need to deliver all these packages. I'm overweight with delivery materials right now, so we'll head back out into the Wasteland and see if we can drop these things off to clear out my cargo hold. All right, back in plenty right now. Nobody's selling car parts, man. I need car parts really, really badly so that I can fix up that factory. I sold off all my scrap just so I could move my vehicles again, too, which is kind of a bummer. And so we're going to need to source some more scrap. The good news is there's plenty of people to mulch and murder for scrap, and so I don't think it'll be that difficult of a task. But where can I go out here? Like, where have I not been? Figure we go to the west and kind of see what's around over here. It looks like there's like a big Titanic junkyard over on this side, but I don't know. It's troublesome in the oh my god, okay, I'm melting. Never mind, I want out of here. This is not the place that I want to be at. So it looks like we actually kind of ran out of road over here. Ooh, supply crate though. Let me grab that real fast. Everyone knows you can't trust anybody on the trail, and even less so in an enclave where the worst kinds of snakes thrive. Okay, so we're under attack. Yeah, we'll fight him. Why not? We're a little scuffed up, but I think we'll be okay. You guys tackle this dude right here. That's what I need from you. And if you can get up to there, and you can ram him, we should have a nice bit of damage out. He's trying to block me right now. You guys go right here. Oh, he's being a little pain. Yeah, just bump him over a little bit. You guys come down. Actually, you don't need to. Get him back here. Get in right there. You've got him exactly where we want him, so we'll ram right there. But yeah, my closing thoughts on Dust Raiders. You know, I think my thoughts on this one are actually pretty simple. I played for like another 30 minutes after the video, and I think the game just needs more stuff. Like right now, they've got a compelling combat system, and the core gameplay loop is there. The game has a good backbone, but unfortunately, I found that the sandbox doesn't have enough like side stuff or things inside of it in order to keep you compelled. It starts feeling a little bit repetitive, so like there's not enough weapons, there's not enough enemy variety. I think I started seeing repeat events on the road, like those randomized events. Inside of about 90 minutes, I was getting nothing but repeats. I liked the prose and the writing of the game when you go to the formalized area, like the goat we went and saw. But unfortunately, the game is a little bit bare bones right now. Like, it's good bones, but there's no meat on them. Like, everything here needs a little bit more depth and a little bit more complexity. I think I thought that about just about every system that I interacted with, where I was like, man, I wish this had a little bit more depth and complexity to it. The game's a little bit too simple right now, unfortunately, and I'd prefer something with a little bit more to bite down on. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today on the chopping block, we were fooling around with Dust Raiders. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Thanks, folks.